decedents.
One of the deceased and 2 people that were injured, but one of the deceased we're still not able to identify at this time. All right. So at 9 o'clock today, rescue personnel were dispatched to 4617 Old Dalton Road. That is a construction site. The driveway for this residence is about 1 mile long. This incident occurred about half mile up that driveway. As I said before, this is a pretty steep driveway. I mean, there's a significant grade on it. We estimate to be about an 8% grade, which is really steep. This was a driveway replacement project, so they were digging up asphalt, and we were left behind with gravel. The caller in this case was one of the people who was up there working. His job was operating an excavator at the top of the hill. So his job was to be removing asphalt and loading it onto a flatbed truck. Flatbed truck is similar to a rollback wrecker that you might see. At one point, he turned to go pick up more asphalt. When he came back, he saw the truck was moving forward. The truck, he wasn't sure what was going on, so he went to go follow, and that's when he realized that something really bad had happened. Now that we go back and look at it, we realize that we're suspecting brake failure. OSHA is involved. They're currently on site right now, looking at the scene and investigating. So the truck was being loaded with asphalt. It began to roll forward. At that point, it met a bobcat. The bobcat, we feel, was backing down the driveway, so the bucket was facing up the hill, so it was moving backwards. The truck came into contact with that bobcat. Both of those pieces of equipment went off the hill about 50 feet down the embankment into the woods. Our fire department did a tremendous job not only traversing that terrain, but also working in hot weather. It's taken them a while to conduct this operation and to perform the extrication. So that's why it's taking a little bit of time for us to get the information that we're presenting here today. This was a KGI operation. The truck was cornerstone concrete. The person who is in the bucket of the bobcat, his name is Cody Hauser. He's 19. Spelling of his name is Codyhouser. I'm sorry.
H-A-U.
H-A-U-S-E-R.
That's the spelling I have.
Okay.
Sorry.
The other person,
19.
the other person in the bobcat, we're not ready to release his name yet.
Both occupants of the bobcat are the deceased.
In the truck, the driver of that truck is Samuel Hancock.
He was airlifted to Erlanger.
He was the one that was airlifted to Erlanger Medical Center. Albert Starr was transported to Atrium Health here in Rome.
Can you spell those names, the last two you just mentioned? What was it?
Yeah, Samuel Hancock, Hancock. Starr, Starr. I do not have ages for them.
Are all of these locals, or what can you tell us about?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
This is John Hamilton. He's deputy coroner with Floyd County.
First off, I'd like to commend Rome Fire Department, Floyd County Sheriff's Department, Floyd County Police Department, Advent Health Redmond EMS for their outstanding work today. This is a very difficult scene, as Sergeant Fincher stated. High ambient heat, difficult terrain at best. Also, we had a local towing company to help us with removal of the bobcat to get them up to a workable surface where we could actually extricate the deceased from the vehicle.
Y'all have any follow-up questions?
Yes, my apologies if you've already addressed this, but have you all been in contact with the company?
There was a company rep from Cornerstone on scene.
And you guys have talked to them already?
Yes.
A statement or anything?
They have not, to the best of my knowledge.
And was
Was that their flatbed truck?
The truck was Cornerstone Concrete.
The gentleman, Samuel Hancock, is he in ICU? How bad are his injuries?
Do not know. When I spoke with the ambulance crew that transported him to the landing zone, they indicated he had serious, but possibly, and please take this with a grain of salt because we don't know until they get a full exam, probably non-life-threatening injuries.
So was he conscious when he left? Talking?
To the best of my knowledge, both occupants of the truck were conscious when they were brought out. I'm not sure on Mr. Hancock, but I do know that Mr. Starr was conscious when he was brought out.
Question regarding the angle, can you give us a degree? Because you told us like 45 degree angle or
So this was an 8% grade.
what is it?
So
30 degree angle on the driveway, and then the embankment that they went down is probably 45 or better. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Yep.
The two victims who are in the hospital, no aid on them.
No, ma'am. Correct. Not at this time.
There was nobody in the asphalt truck.
yeah, those are the ones that were those are the ones that survived, that are still living in the hospital. Yeah.
So is there any chance, I guess that's an OSHA question, that Cornerstone is going to be cited for the brakes?
That's going to
We have no
be
idea.
an OSHA question.
be up to
Yes,
OSHA.
ma'am.
So was the truck going forward
Yes.
Yes.
downhill?
It was
And the
facing downhill.
Bobcat was coming,
The Bobcat was backing down the hill with the bucket uphill, so it was backing.
so the truck hit the Bobcat in the bucket.
The front,
Yes.
they were the fronts of each other were. Yeah.
Okay, so,
So it was-
the
it was
Bobcat
head on.
backing down the hill.
Same direction, but they were hit head on. Yes.
Got it. And there was one person in the Bobcat?
One in the bucket, one driving the Bobcat.
Okay, so I thought you said somebody in the bucket.
Yeah.
So somebody was in the bucket of
Yes.
the Bobcat.
The person in the bucket who we've identified. Yeah.
That was the 19-year-old.
That was the 19-year-old. Yes.
And the person who was in the hospital was in the asphalt truck.
Both of those were in the asphalt truck.
One life threatening, one non-life threatening.
As far as I know, neither one of them are life-threatening, but I don't know that to be a fact. I've not been able to follow up with them yet.
So
The-
how many people were on site altogether?
6.
Was the
Is that
family
right?
home?
Two in the truck.
Two in
Two
the
on the Bobcat. One at the top of the hill. One at the bottom of the hill.
Yes.
Was the family home?
To the best of my knowledge, no, they are not. They are not on scene.
So this is just a private construction
That's it.
driveway project?
It was a
for
private
this
project.
family?
The family had contracted with these companies to have their old asphalt driveway removed and replaced.
Do you know the approximate age of the truck? Was it a new truck or was it?
Honestly, I can't even tell you the make of it.
Today was the first day of construction or no?
I do not know.
Not sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Actually, how are you guys helping the firefighters in this heat? I know it's really difficult for them. I don't know.
The fire department actually has a unit that brings out cold water to help rehab their firefighters. I know the chief officers that were on scene, there were 2 of them. They were shuttling back and forth and bringing cold water to the crews that were operating on scene. Again, the Rome Fire Department is a tremendous organization. They did a great job today, along with the Floyd County Sheriff's Department, Floyd County Police Department, and Redmond EMS.
Thank you so much.
Sponsored by Georgia Power and our other partners. The 11 Alive Storm Tracker.